There are times when that could very well come in handy. We have a program in place right now in this county where people with dementia and Alzheimer's, they come in here, and once a month they have a wrist GPS on because it's been shown that they have a tendency to wander off. And so we do that as a service. We currently have 3 or 4 active old elderly missing people within our county. None of them had that service on them, and who knows where they're at. You know, they could have wandered off into a field and died, and the coyotes and the animals have spread their bones. The same with your child. If that child comes up missing, and we have the ability to use that GPS to find that child, you better believe I'm going to use it. You know, I have used it to find missing people in, most of the Chevy cars have OnStar. That's GPS ran too. It also helps them recover stolen vehicles too. But I've used it to locate missing people. So in its work. There are circumstances where it's beneficial, but to use it, just because, no. But that's going to take a sheriff that you can trust. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never in a trillion years would I. Even as a deputy, I would refuse that order, simply because I know what's right and what's wrong. No. Nor I don't want another Katrina. I don't want another Manzanar. No, absolutely, positively, 100%. No, absolutely not. As long as they're doing per the California Penal Code and they're not caught creating a problem, I may be very well down there with them. No. Listen, there are political beliefs out there that I completely disagree with. I mean, I think that's falls right in the term and definition of dissent. I would notify the federal government that my county line is sealed to them, and I would dispatch my deputies to stand watch at all of the avenues of coming in and out of my county. I would allow people to go back and forth, but not military. No way. In fact, that would probably be a great time to use Penal Code 150, which is the posse comitatus for the state of California, and start deputizing the citizens. If the situation got to that point where martial law was declared, that's really bad. I mean, that's like the worst case scenario for the entire United States. We're talking we're ready to implode. So you better have a sheriff there that understands that the first thing is to protect the citizens. No, I can't. There's. I can't imagine why or how that would happen even within our county, other than if they consider it martial law, and then with martial law they can say, hey, you know what, we're going to have a military tribunal with you because you violated martial law here or something, whatever. But I wouldn't allow my citizens, Again, that's going to fall under the federal government and coming in and saying, hey, we're going to take these individuals because we've identified them as so and so, and we're going to have them stand trial under a military tribunal. Military trials are designed for military. Okay.
Yeah.
Criminal trials are designed for civilians. Okay. There's a huge difference. And again, serving in the military, I know that's a great way to steal somebody's rights. Listen, if you want to target somebody for the Patriot Act, let's go after the gangbangers. Every certified gang member in the United States, declare them an enemy combatant of the United States. You know, I mean, if we're gonna take it that would be the first place I would go. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to, they're going to put martial law, and then they're going to say, your citizen John Q over here, we declared him an enemy combatant, and based upon the Patriot Act, and so we're going to take him and have a tribunal. And you're not taking him without me allowing you to take him, and that's a bunch of crap. Okay, I had breakfast with him like 3 weeks ago. Oh, you didn't record that, did you? Actually, yeah, I am, and I think what he has to say is important, and I hope that his message gets out there to the sheriffs, and I hope they understand. But if the sheriffs in the United States are out there and they truly want to serve the people, and that's the reason for them to be in the sheriff, I think they'll come to understand that. And really research just how much power they have as a sheriff. And I think that's one of the things I have above the other 5 candidates, frankly, is because I understand not only how much power the sheriff has, but the enormous responsibility that comes with that. It's just not, hey, look at me, I got 4 stars on my collar, and now I can tell people to go to work and blah, 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 That's not what it's all about. So. Well, I don't know if I would go that. No, I'm not aware of the militia issue, but I am very, very familiar with posse comitatus within the state of California, which allows me to deputize, the citizens of this county, and I think that again, that goes to a sheriff who realizes that it's not if. But if something happens, but it's a matter of when it happens. And it can be anything. Like I said, it can be Diablo that melts down. It can be the 10.5 that hits, and and now I've got beachfront property here 6 miles east of Templeton. So it can be anything, and understanding that, I would look at it, research it, and mold it to whatever disaster plans that I'm going to put into place. But I also understand that deputizing is a very, very easy process. Raise your right hand. You're now a deputy of San Luis Obispo County. You're going to go with this deputy, and you help him, and you do what he says, and you stay with him, and that's easy. And it's quick. There are the opencarry.org is going to take away what little legal rights that they had to carry, merely because they're trying to prove a point. And they're doing it at the expense of every citizen within the state of California. And they're confronting and they're creating confrontation with law enforcement. And the majority of law enforcement personnel out there are scrambling, trying to figure out a way that they can do it and stay alive and not get sued. And so the easiest thing to do is for all the sheriffs, there's 52 of them in this state, and any politician that doesn't like guns to get out there and go, we need to eliminate the open carry law. And that's what they're up in Sacramento doing right now. I had no problems with it. We've had a couple circumstances or instances within this county that we've handled. Our interpretation of it is a little bit different from like Orange County. We don't take people's guns. My personal opinion is I think the sheriff of this county should contact those people and say, listen, I'm going to send you a bright orange button to wear in the middle of your shirt so that when you come in my county, you put it on there and we know that you're an open carry member and we're not going to harass you. Concealed weapons, I've already made it extremely clear that, they've already said in the paper that I'm going to hand them out like candy. That's not quite what I'm going to do. There's going to be a process involved. But, I'm going to issue a whole lot more permits than what we have right now. This county is about 270,000 people. But out of that 270,000 people within this county, actively right now we have 350 permits. 350 permits, that's it, in the whole county. You got to understand that the majority of those are to correctional staff. If you take that 350 and you look at the percentage of that from that 270,000, it comes out to be about 0.13%. That's just a hair over 0.1%. That's appalling. And you're going to be held to the same standards as me and my deputies. And if you commit a crime that would force you to lose that gun, then you're going to lose that gun. I don't need drunks and people out of control carrying guns.